Looking out, I see hundreds of possibilities. Leaders, creators, innovators, helpers, and a few dozen faces that are saying, I have no clue what I'm doing next. But whether your next steps are crystal clear or you are facing the great unknown square in the face, I want you to remember this. The success is not about what happens to you. It's about how you interpret it. Now, when I graduated from Drexel with my degree in clinical psychology, under the amazing training of Dr. Arthur M. Nezu, I knew this was true. Right? Success is not about what happens to you. It's about how you interpret it. I knew it here, but I didn't know it here. And that dissonance, that disconnect between what I knew to be true and what I was experiencing revealed itself in some not so helpful ways, including my extreme perfectionism. Today, I want to share with you a little bit about my story, how I overcame that limiting perfectionism and faced down what sometimes felt like insurmountable challenges to discover a level of success that I didn't know was possible. So let's go back over a decade when I decided to write a book. In the 6 years since my graduation, one of the most significant things I had done professionally was to help my clients shift from feeling overwhelmed with their lives to feeling powerfully resilient. And these life-changing transformations were happening all the time. I was thrilled to get to be part of it. I wanted to help more people, but there are only so many hours in the day. Thus, my big, brilliant idea to write a book. Now, I quickly realized that if I want to get the book in the right people's hands, I'd have to be visible, really visible. Yikes. Today, public speaking is normal for me, but back then, I couldn't even remember my name if I was speaking in front of a group of 6. I would stress out worrying, what if I forget what I'm supposed to say? What if I stumble over my words? What if I look foolish? But then my husband said something to me that I want to say to you. Just because you haven't done it yet doesn't mean you can't do it. The world needs you. And at that moment, I decided, because it was a decision, I decided to believe him. Just this once, I thought I'd let go of my perfectionism and focus on serving others. I racked my brain for the best platform to share my discoveries on the power of resiliency. And bingo, I thought, I'll be on the Today Show. Millions of people, good reputation, it's perfect. In other words, I set my standards pretty low. So I found the email of a producer at the show. It must have been fate. I crafted the most amazing email, and with shaking hands and a fluttering heart and the excitement of a child at the toy store, I hit send, and I heard back. Nothing. I crafted another email, pitched it to another producer. Nothing. Crickets. Found another producer, I pitched them. Nothing. Another producer, nothing. I'm wondering, is my email working? Is it something wrong with the internet? Is it me, right? That perfectionism started knocking on my door. And then I pitched another producer. By now, the 11th or 12th producer. And I got back a response after 18 months of nothing. A producer immediately responded to me saying, "Hi, Elizabeth, please send me your reel." Can you believe it? She asked for my reel. I was ecstatic, especially after I Googled what is a reel. It's a video demo, but you probably already knew that. So I put together the reel, I sent it off, I started packing my bags, and then nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And then 6 months later, I received an email from the Today Show asking me to join them for a segment. After 2 years of nothing, I made my first Today Show appearance, and to date, I've now had the opportunity to be on well over 20 times. Success is not about what happens to you, it's about how you interpret it. I could have interpreted all that radio silence as massive failure or evidence that I would never make it, but I didn't. Instead, I reminded myself the path to success is not about what happens to you, it's about how you interpret it.